Hello, everyone, and welcome into 2020. Coming off the Merry Christmas break here from Tusculum Athletics. Yes, it was a fantastic Merry Christmas. If you did not check out the final Merry Christmas greetings on online, you missed out on something fantastic. See if you can go back online and find those and the images from a lot of our student athletes and a lot of our administration here as well. But Merry Christmas to everyone belated, and then into the new year 2020. It's time for our Pioneer Weekly Recap and Preview Show. Once again, I am Brian Staten. Not a whole lot goes on during the Christmas break. There's a lot of basketball and there's a lot of things getting ready for the spring sports that is going on. So a lot of our focal point will be on the basketball team. And we'll start with Casey Johnson, who going into the Christmas break had been really pretty much on a pretty good tear. For Casey Johnson, she was named the AstroTurf Player of the Week. That ended in December 22nd. Didn't get a chance to give you that information just before the Christmas break. The graduate student out of Greensboro averaged 21 points in wins against UVA Wise and against Queens. Against Wise finishing with 20 points, against Queens with 22 points. She had a big day shooting, 7 of 11 against UVA Wise, and against Queens went 10 of 19 for the week. She went 57% from the field, including 6% from the foul line. One of the most recent 1,000-point club winners. She is third on the team, I should say, averaging 11.4 points per contest as well. Big week, though, coming up for the Pioneers as they get ready for the 3-game road swing. And one of the biggest parts of that is going on the road to take on Coker this coming week. So congratulations to Casey Johnson, our AstroTurf Player of the Week. It was a big showdown for her this past week against Anderson. Didn't perform, I think, up to her standards. Actually was shut out to the All-American Alexi Molinauer. So look for bigger and better things for Casey Johnson coming up this week for the Pioneers. Meanwhile, it is, in the month of December, we didn't get a chance to talk about our student athletes of the month. And for this particular year, or in the month of December, it was Tariq Jenkins and Sydney Wilson. Jenkins, the guard from Riverdale, Georgia, averaged 17 points a game to lead the Pioneers to a 4-1 record through the month of December. Had 3 20-point performances, including a career-best 25 points in the game against UVA Wise. And in that contest, he rallied the Pioneers from a 10-point deficit late, 8 points in the final 4 minutes to give the Pioneers the victory as they went on the 13-3 run to close the game there. He opened the month with a 20-point win, Tusculum's road win against Newberry with 20 points in that contest, and he followed with 17 points in the only loss of the month to Lees McRae in the month of December. For the month, he shot 58% from the field, 2 rebounds, 3.2 assists, and 2.4 steals in the month, as the Pioneers are now standing at 10-4, but through the month of December went 9-4, 4-1 in conference play. Meanwhile, for Sydney Wilson, she averaged 17.7 points a game in the 3 games played in the month of December, including the career-high 28 points in the come-from-behind victory against UVA Wise. She scored 12 on 4 of 4 shooting in Tusculum's win against Newberry, and against Queens, shot 44% from the field in the contest as she scored 13 points in that game as well. The Greensboro native is also averaging 14 points a game in 9 starts, just shy of her career high average of 14.2 points per game for her career high. So just 2 more points for Sydney Wilson for her to get in to become the latest 1,000-point scorer after the 16-point game she had against Anderson. So we'll see if she's able to attain that. Very likely she will very early in the contest, we hope, against Mars Hill as the Pioneer Athletes of the Month for the month of December. Our Zaxby's Athletes of the Week this past week. Congratulations to Brandon Williams along with Brandon Mitchell and Jasmine Williams. For Jazz, she finishes with a double-double in the exhibition game against Alice Lloyd. She finishes with 17 points, 12 rebounds, and really becoming more of a factor, more of a force on the court for the Pioneers as well, as this past week against Anderson, knocking down a late jumper, also with 3 big blocks in that contest against Anderson, 5 points in that game. Seeing if that jump starts her game just a little bit, the senior out of Morristown, Tennessee. And for Brandon Mitchell out of Virginia Beach, Virginia, he had a huge week this past week for the Pioneers in the game against Anderson. He started off the year on fire, and he finishes up starting the year of 2020 on fire as well, finishing with an 18-point, 17-rebound game against the Anderson Trojans, along with 6 blocks. And in that contest, Brandon becomes the school's 5th all-time shot blocker to go over 100 for his career. So congratulations to both Jasmine Williams and also Brandon Mitchell. A couple of shot blockers are Zaxby's Athletes of the Week this week. Well, there is the spring season that is coming up as well, so don't miss out on any of the schedules that have been posted through men's lacrosse, through women's lacrosse, also through Tusculum baseball. Some of those schedules have already been posted. You can check those out on TusculumPioneers.com because they're out there and available and ready to go. Plus, men's volleyball. We're excited about that. It's the inaugural season for men's volleyball. They open up a 4-game home swing that begins on Wednesday as they open up against King University. Don't miss out on that. The very first swing, the very first serve, the very first set is coming up on Wednesday in men's volleyball, and then they'll conclude this coming week with more volleyball at home as they'll host a tri-match against Mount Olive and Urbana this weekend at Pioneer Arena. Don't miss out. And the event that you do miss out, you can always follow up through TusculumPioneers.com. We'll give you the best to give you some of the highlights here on the Pioneer Weekly Recap and Preview Show. So Happy New Year to everybody. We're back in swing, and we hope that you follow Pioneer any sport on our website through TusculumPioneers.com throughout the year of 2020. Until next week, Brian Staten, go Pioneers.